Put your hands together one more time for Alex Yu. Audrey. Oh, there's so much movement, there's so much energy, and there's so much connection amongst us. And we have to make sure that we keep this kind of motivation going, this kind of momentum moving. Keep our voices heard, uplifted, loud and clear. I see a lot of people out there that are registering folks to vote. If you need to register, please do. There are a lot of petitions that are going out around in the crowds. I know Proposition S is out there addressing families without homelessness and art funding and a myriad of other things. So please make sure you register to vote now so that you can also participate in these amazing petitions that are circling that are good for our community. Coming up next to our amazing stage, we have Saldilia King and Viviana Becerra. We Said Enough. Both women are from the We Said Enough campaign to end sexual harassment and assault. And Saldilia works with the state senate, Vivian works with the state assembly. They signed the open letter published to the LA Times, breaking the silence on the sexist and abusive culture at the state capitol. Put your hands together, show your voices and your love for these amazing heroines.
Today with my colleague Sedalia on behalf of the We Said Enough campaign. It's such a beautiful day today in the city of San Francisco, and I would not want to be anywhere else than here today with all of you, the women's Hear Our Vote rally and march. Who's as excited as I am to be here today? This event, like so many others, taking place all around the country today, is putting those who have been found guilty of diminishing women and girls on notice. On notice that we will no longer put up with sexual harassment, sexual assault, or male dominance that was also experienced by our mothers and grandmothers. We said enough, so hear our vote. We said enough because time is up. This is a movement that is growing and resonating all across America. As women, we make up more than over half of the population. So guess what? We will not be ignored and we will not be silenced. We said enough, so hear our vote. Change. It's time for change. And yes, we will stay on it until we eradicate the sexist culture that is so pervasive in all of the workplaces, in every industry, in government, from the fields to the boardrooms to schools, athletics, and our homes. It's a sexist culture that prevents women from speaking their truths and being believed and allows an oppressive behavior to continue and worsen. It's a sexist culture that compels so many brave women to stand up and say Me Too and to share their stories. It's a sexist culture that allows sexual predators like Donald Trump, Harvey Weinstein, Larry Nassar, and many others to sexually abuse our women and so many girls. It's a sexist culture that fails women from fair and equal treatment, including pay equity in our so-called democracy. But it's also a sexist culture that made feminist women like my abuelita Nena and my mom, our grandmothers and mothers, to raise strong and brave women to speak out and demand equity and justice. And make no mistake, we are changing that sexist culture. Wouldn't you agree we have their attention? I think we have their attention. We must hold those guilty of sexual assault and harassment accountable. We must break the very systems that protect and enable this culture to continue. This is why we said enough, dijimos basta, so hear our vote. And look around, there can be no doubt that we stand united. We have some very great supportive men here standing with us because they want change too. So let's pledge today to support women in leadership positions, to elect more women in office, and finally shatter that glass ceiling once and for all. And that shatter is going to be heard across the world so that all of our sisters can stand up and say, we said enough, dijimos basta, so hear our vote. Thank you, everybody. Sí se